Hello everyone and welcome to part 90 of Gran Turismo 6 on the PlayStation 3. We're doing the Nurburgring 24-minute challenge. Yes, I had some issues. I haven't even completed a lap on this, which is kind of embarrassing to say. But to be fair, part of the issue is just rain. And also another issue is like the AI itself is crashing. When it comes off this short version of Nurburgring here onto the main circuit, 3 times now it has crashed onto like into the pit lane. Also, why this car here is even in this race, I don't know. I mean, it's technically a race car, but I certainly wouldn't include it in this. Where this is supposed to be the, you know, the equivalent of the 24 hours of Nurburgring. So I guess at some point it's going to go dark, which will be interesting. Here we go, get past this skyline there. My main issue with this is pitting. I feel like it's going to be my main problem, because obviously Nurburgring is a very long track, and especially this version is even longer. So I don't know if I'll have enough fuel for 2 laps, to be honest. I may have to pit at the end of every lap. Get out the way, Opal. That's the worst thing as well. Just like they just ram you. Yeah. Wasn't very nice. Right, here we go. This is the section where we're coming out of here. Let's see if anyone crashes. Nope, no crashes. Oh no, there is. There was one that crashed. You saw it on the left-hand side. I think that was the Corvette again. So no idea what the hell they're doing to cause that, but yeah, right. Okay, we've got to get past this Audi. That's the thing as well, it's like I want to sort of get into first so I have enough time to do my pit. Get out the way. I don't like ramming the AI like that out the way, and I certainly wouldn't do it online, but just that's the other thing as well with Nurburgring. I've mentioned this before, it's a very tight track. At least it seems like it in bumper view. Like, I mean, obviously you can fit multiple cars on it, it is a race track, but it just feels in bumper view, especially compared, like, granted it has been a very long time since I've played Forza Motorsport 4, but I remember absolutely playing a lot of Nurburgring with Chris on Forza Motorsport 4 on the 360, and the track certainly seemed wider in bumper view on that, or even in first person, like actual, you know, when you can see the wheel. Now maybe this is more accurate, but yeah, that's definitely what it felt like on Forza. It definitely felt wider, which is always what terrifies me about that. Maybe it's just the I forgot what it's got, the field of view. Maybe I just have the field of view on this set like wrongly, because I know you can change stuff like that in this game. I believe you can anyway. I know there's obviously certain settings you can change that I've just never touched. Because the thing about, I can't remember, I know there's people that have had like free monitor setups for this game. I don't know how they did it, but it is actually a thing. Right, can I get past this skyline, please? There we go. I just do not want to spin out. That's the main thing with this rain. Out the way. Oh, I remember driving this thing in Grand. Oh, get out the way. That's the thing as well. It's just like, I feel like you need to just like ram them. Apparently I'm 13 seconds behind first. We'll see if first goes in for a pit, but Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Like, I can't even see them on the map, so that means I have to go full proper throttle, but like at the same time I don't really want to do that in this video. There, I can sort of see them on the map now, so I can actually catch up. Say that, there they are. There's at least second and third. We'll see where first is. But I don't want to go too crazy with this thing, because obviously I do not want to spin out. He says doing 160. I mean, that's not too crazy, right? I feel like I am catching up to them on the map, but we'll see. We may be able to do 2 laps of this with and then pit. We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, I've definitely caught up. They do brake a lot. There we go. I can see the brake lights now. We've got this section of the track that I forgot the name of. I feel like it's called the Trumpet or something, but I oh god, as I hit the wall. But I could be wrong there. I don't know where I got that name from, but yeah, it looks like it's also getting dark as well, because it looks like their brake lights are on. Not brake lights, like rear lights are on. Fog lights, I guess, would be the, you know, whatever. I mean, it's technically the brake lights. It's the same housing, but they're not on, like... You know what I mean? When you see a car and it's dark and the brake lights are on, but they're not braking, if that makes any sense. Right, we are catching up to them, though. That's good. Now, whether we'll actually be able to overtake them, I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, that's a lovely sound I can hear in my headphones, but that's the thing though, trying to get past them as well is just the awkward thing. Like, I can't see now because of the rain. Right, there we go, we're into third. So that's good enough, technically, for bronze. Right. Come on. Oh shit, that was not what I intended to do, but it worked. Right, brake a little bit, there we go, right. Oh, is it a Citroen GT that's going into, it's in first? That's interesting. Right, I'm going to stay behind this thing. Oh, as I ram into the back of it. We're going to do what we did in the Brands Hatch one, and we're going to just see if it goes in for a pit. I definitely think we definitely have enough for a second lap. So I don't think it will. But I'm not going to go full power. There we go. I mean, I could, but well, I am now. But this is also terrifying because we're doing 180 mile an hour in the rain like this. I don't understand how I haven't overtook it yet. There we go, we've got the speed now. I guess we're going to just have to overtake it on some corners and get some, here we go. Like, overtake it around here, there we go. I don't think that, yeah, the pit is blocked there, so we can't go in for the pit yet. But now it's dark. Are they going in for it? Yes, they are. Ooh. Interesting. They went in for a pit there. Whereas I only used... I mean, granted I used a lot of fuel, but still, I did not use as... Like, I thought we were going to be like at exactly halfway for the amount of fuel that we were going to be using. So when we go in for the pit, I am going to go full amount of, like, 100% again. I feel like I'm losing the back end though, but then again, rain and We're definitely at least 30 seconds ahead. We'll see how this goes with yeah, the AI is pitting every lap, I guess. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, because obviously I do reduce the game volume, but this car now certainly seems to be a lot more squirrely. It wasn't like this before. Maybe it's just me by myself, but maybe I should have gone in for a pit. Maybe it's the rain, I don't know. I mean, it is 79% rain, so maybe I should have gone in for wet tyres. We'll see. I just realised we actually may only have to do 3 laps, won't we? Actually trying to time this so it... because we did a 9-minute lap. I'm trying to time it so I don't have to do... yeah, I also don't want to lose control of the car, that's the issue. We are somehow, even though I don't want to lose control of the car, still gaining time on them. Because that was 31 and then that went up to 32, so that's interesting. So I'm trying to make sure not to spin out, which is kind of difficult, I'll be honest. Like, this is legitimately terrifying. When I did the mission, was it the mission race? I can't remember. Was it the mission race or the one make race? The one make race, I think it was, where I had to drive this on the GTR. Obviously, I didn't do the commentary on that episode. I said that was the experiment one where I did the intro, and then I was just like, hey, I'm just... because the thing is, the video length, I was like, to be honest, partly I was like, I can't be bothered doing the commentary not live for that. Like, I don't mind doing it for like the coffee break stuff because it's short. But when it was like 3 one-make races that were all reasonably long, I was like, I can't be bothered recording the commentary for that after the fact. What's the point? But yeah, I am going to go for a... I'm going to go for a pit at the end of this. Yeah, this car is not meant for this. It's 100% rain, and I'm on just racing hard tyres. What the hell? I should have pitted for those rain tyres. The thing is, though, I feel like as soon as I go in for a pit, it's going to stop raining. So how are we gaining time? How are we 40 seconds ahead when I feel like I'm not even putting the full power of the car down because I don't want to crash into a wall? And you can see the traction control, like, light, just working overdrive as well. In the revometer there. Is that the name of the rev meter? Well, it's not actually going that time. It is actually working, but... oh, as I lose control again. No, do not... well, I crashed into the wall, and that, in real life, probably would have been the end of my race, but... there's a lot of things in this game I can do and continue on when they probably should be the end of the race in real life. 45 seconds ahead. Interesting. I don't get how I'm... I mean, they're gonna catch that up when I go in for the fuel, but we'll see. Is this car just so much better than like theirs that I can just... I mean, that's got to be it, right? I can gain speed when I don't even have wet tires. It does not make any sense. But anyway, yeah. The thing in the with the GTR and the Nurburgring at night when I was trying to do that race, that was terrifying. Like, there's no... It feels weird to say because it was a video game, obviously, but the fact that there was bits where I was just overtaking on the grass at like 120 mile an hour, and the way like, I don't quite get how to describe it. Like, when I'm driving this car now, the rumble on the controller was not as bad as like it was on that GTR. Like, the controller just felt like it was gonna come out my hand. Like, and that's a weird thing to say because this controller is vibrating a lot, but it is not. Let's see, it stopped raining now. So I will go in for a pit, but hopefully the track surface will get better, I guess, for me. Maybe the cars just normally make this noise and I just never realised it before because of the obviously being able to hear the other cars stumbling over my words. Like, what's new there? I think that was the point where I went off before. Like, yeah, this feels... It doesn't feel as bad now. I will go in for a pit. I'm going to need fuel. Well, actually, I may not even need fuel, to be honest. But I don't want to risk it, so I am going to go in for the fuel. So I have to remember it's not the first pit lane, it's the second one. And if I'm lucky, even they might go in for the second to get rid of their tyres. Because if they're switching back to dry tyres, assuming that the AI did, then they'll have to go in for a pit for that. Because it looks like a lot of the AI did. So that's not the pit that I want to go into. It's here. That's such an awkward position. Right, I want to go for... oh, well, that... okay. God, this is also a very long pit lane. Right, come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. Right, there we go. Let's go. They didn't even catch up. That's how far ahead I was. Got new tyres and a full tank of fuel. I think we've won this one, people. We're still 50. Okay. How are we still 53 seconds ahead and we had to go in for... Like, was I really that far ahead that going in for the pit stop didn't even affect me? Did the AI crash and that's what is causing that? Like, I don't know. Oh, we're 24 seconds now. Actually, there we are. We can see one of them on the map. So no, they are not changing their tyres, but we are still way ahead. I thought this might have actually been 4 laps of Nurburgring that would be completing, but because it's the very long circuit, that adds like another 2 minutes to the track length. That's not really an issue. I also love how the... Well, to be fair, I was not going full throttle, like I said. 9 minutes 39 seconds for the second lap there, whereas my first lap was 8 minutes and 52 seconds. So that just goes to show, you know, just how much. And it even felt like I was, because I went full throttle on the circuit as well, didn't I? On the circuit, on the straight. When I didn't, when we were behind the Citroen GT. Oh, some of the AI there is going in for a pit. That's interesting. Don't know why. But yeah, I think this is definitely the last lap because it is the lap length thing is yellow. Right. Let's keep going. I mean, I'm running out of things to say. I mean, that normally happens anyway, but I'm running out of things to say. Okay. Let's not try and cause anything like that. We just want to put this thing home nice and easy. Even though we are still gaining time on those other people, which is nice. Right, okay, so we got... we got 1 minute 20 seconds. So yeah, it's definitely going to be this lap because we're not going to finish this in 1 minute 20. But yeah, I was thinking it may have been 4, but it probably would have been 4 had it been the short version of Nurburgring. Because then I'm forgetting the pit, so I don't know. It could have been 3 on the short version of the short version of Nurburgring. You know what I mean? The normal version of Nurburgring. Because Nurburgring is certainly anything but short. Oh, right. That corner seemed like it came out of nowhere, which is a bit weird considering I have driven this track 3 times now. But then again, the last time it was dark. Right. And also I should know this circuit. The amount of times I've also raced it in this game. Right. Oh, we've got less than 10 seconds, so this will be the final lap. Obviously, it'll even pop up in a second saying this is the final as I go off the track. This is the final lap, there we go, and then that'll fade in and out, flashing repeatedly, and it'll be annoying. Because it's going to catch the corner of my eye every so often when I'm trying to focus, because it's right on the bloody section of the screen that you don't normally look at. Like, you glance up in that corner of the screen, you never really pay that much attention to it, so having it flash there is kind of annoying as I lose control again. But I am going to go full throttle now as I bin it right into the wall. my race crew in my ear, if they actually existed, would be like, what the hell are you doing? Don't go too crazy. You're 30 seconds ahead of whoever's in second. You don't need to drive like an absolute maniac. I'll tell you what though, do you want to know how, I may have mentioned it in the video because I haven't recorded the commentary for the drift challenge bit yet. But do you know how long the raw footage of that is? It's 47 minutes. Yeah, nearly 50 minutes worth of footage. And how long was that video? Like 4 minutes maybe, if that. Right, come on. We'll be getting up towards the end soon, so that'll be good for me. Because there's also like this bit when you're playing the game and you're like, I'm a little bit bored. Not bored, but like, you know when you play a game too much and you're like, I want to do something else, or I want to play something else. I don't really want to play anything else today. Oh, it's starting to rain again. That's lovely. Of course the game would do that. But it shouldn't really be that much of an issue. Because the track wet, that section again. The track wetness is still at 0%. And we're coming up to the last corner here. Or the second to last corner. Well, you know, before the straight, I mean. 50 seconds ahead, yep. So here we go, this is the last corner here. As we go around it. And now we're on the start-finish straight. Well, not, this isn't the start-finish straight, this is like just... It's a start-finish straight in Forza. How fast can we get this thing up to, do you think? We're doing 185. I don't think we're going to reach 200. I'm sure we've reached 200 in the GTR before. I could be wrong. Right, but here we go. I mean, I could go in the pit to finish the race, but I'm not going to. Right, there we go. That's that done. So we're at least 50 seconds ahead of second. We don't need to see a replay. Why do we ever need to do that? Right then, so what I can tell you is that next time, what we'll be doing, once it loads up, once it gives me the credits, there we go, 3 stars, that's nice. Not that the stars matter anymore, in regards to, I mean, the thing is I want to get all 3 stars on the star. I mean, I'm ignoring the coffee break challenges and stuff. I can't even remember if they give you stars. But I want to get 3 stars on all the proper races. I don't care about like the bronze and the stuff on like the license tests or the mission races or whatever. I just really care about the races. So, oh, we've got something. We've won a car. We've won a McLaren F194. Thank you, game. I can choose a car. We'll pick Historic Orange because that looks ugly in that colour. Don't kill me for that. No, why would I ever want to do that? That'd be kind of dumb game. When I've got a car that I can actually use for my events that's better. But the next race that we'll be doing is another 24 minutes race. It's that one. I love how the Gran Turismo wiki actually just calls it the 24 minutes of Spa. I will be calling it by its proper name, in the title, but I will be just calling it the 24 minutes of Spa. But yeah, we've got like 4 super stuff things left to do. And then basically what we're doing, by the way, if you didn't know, we're moving on to the Red Bull X challenge here. Then we're moving over here. We've got one final Goodwood Festival of Speed stuff to do. We've got the Ayrton Senna tribute, and we got the Sierra Time rally to do. But that's about it. And what I'm actually going to do while we're here is I'm going to go into the pit service. Oil is in good condition. I doubt it. Okay, apparently it's in good condition. Whatever. I didn't think it would have been, but anyway, so yeah, that's what we'll be moving on to the next episode. So really, we've got 4 more episodes left of the super stuff, and then that's that done. So yeah, I've been RobtheMod. Thank you very much for watching part 90 of Gran Turismo 6 on the PlayStation 3. And I will hopefully see you next time for more. Ta-ra.